that's. I mean, I think that comes, from Shane. I mean, Shane obviously, and the way he calls it, the way he sees the game, trying to take advantage of opportunities we see on when we have the ball, and then when it's not there, trying to, I got to do a good job checking it down and making sure we're getting something, and it's still a positive play for us. So I think try to do that as much as we can. I think go back and look at the film, probably a couple opportunities today I could have done that better.
Shane,
that last third down to Alec, I mean, you guys could have played that differently, right? But just why do you guys feel like, let's take a stab at this and let's go make a play here?
Yeah, I think obviously that's not a decision I make, but I love you love the opportunity to end the game with the ball in your hands, and the coach trusting us to make a play, and I thought Alec made an incredible catch on that play to really seal the game.
All those fourth downs on that second drive where Shane kind of just kept going for it, what does that do for the offense to get a chance to just stay out there?
I think kind of the same idea. I think the coach trusting you to convert and keep your drive alive in those situations. I think means a lot to us, and we gotta take that and make sure we execute.
It's now 2 straight weeks of having a lot of success in the red zone against a team that had done a really good job prior down there. What level of execution does that offense operate with inside the 20?
I think a high level. I mean, JT with a couple of really big runs down there, that makes it easy for us. When he does that, offensive line, did an incredible job with both those plays. I think it's just being prepared, knowing what to expect, executing. Today we got a couple of looks that were a little bit different, and handling those. I thought we did a good job with that. So I think the game plan and the preparation has been really big for us to execute in those situations.
Just the game, great fight, grit by our guys. I thought our guys played well, offensively doing a lot of good things, moving the ball up and down the field. Daniel Jones was operating at an ultimate high level. The receivers were making plays for him. JT ran hard, 3 touchdowns. I think it's the first time in Colts season, in a single season, 3 games with 3 touchdowns. So hats off to him for that. The defense getting the takeaways, huge red zone stop there by Nick Cross, and then getting the big man interception with Grove was awesome. But just a great win to go on the road and get a victory against a really good football team.
Shane, DeForest has basically faced a double team on DeForest has faced a double team on basically every snap. What do you think it meant for him to get free a couple times today, and then obviously in that big situation there?
Yeah, it was big. I was hoping he'd get 3, but he got 2. But yeah, he faces a lot of double teams. But he's the ultimate pro, man. I mean, you talk about a guy, the character, the preparation, the consistency, and being relentless. I mean, you can always count on him. He's as good as he gets. One of my favorite players for sure.
3rd and 10 in isolation.
Yeah.
Put it in the air, put the ball towards Alec Pierce. How much trust do we have in him in that moment? Why do you trust him to win those guys?
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of trust in whoever that ball went to, and that's where the coverage went. And one on the outside there, and Daniel saw it, took advantage of it right there in that opportunity, and he made a hell of a play to ice the game.
The third and 17 completion to Alec, how good of a chip was that JT had?
It was huge. I'll go back and look at it. Probably you guys get to see the TV copy and stuff. We just get the photos down there. But it was huge, that protection there. And then the route by Alec hitting the big one over the top on 3rd down, 3rd long. Those were clearly hard to convert. To hit that in that situation to get our offense rolling was huge.
Much production in the ground game this season. How does that open things up for passing for you guys?
Yeah, it opens up a lot. Obviously, he's a great running back, so they got to respect the run on every down and every play, and so that's going to help us in the passing.
This week, you guys all talked about how much this is going to be a 4th quarter physical battle. How much resilience did this team show, especially late?
Yeah, I think the defense on that last drive was however many plays it was a long drive, but still getting the stop at the end of it was awesome. And then offense executing the 4-minute drill and ending the game with the ball in our hands was great.
I don't think this is a team that needed any validation, but to get a win over the Chargers, a team that certainly is a contender in the AFC, what does that further prove by this team?
Yeah, I think we're not looking to, as far as that, we're really just going out there playing each game and focus on winning that game and not really worried about the big picture, but just winning each game at a time.
Last time you guys were here, and I talked to a couple of guys, they said playing right back to Indy was not fun, losing to the Rams here. Back in the same place again. Did you think about that at all, just trying to, not repeat what happened last time here in this building?
Yeah, I think, it was in your head, but I don't think you're really thinking about it when you're in the heat of the game and all that. You focus on the new opponent, but I do think the plane ride home will be a lot better this time around.
What happens when this offense is clicking and you're hitting them with the run and the pass and so many weapons? I mean, you get in a groove. This is really fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, it's fun to have so many guys around you that are good, players. You can do different things, you get different people open, and it's fun to be in that kind of system.
What's it like going against a player like Derwin?
Yeah, I mean, he's all over the place. He's been doing it for a while, so it was cool to see him out there. But he's still doing it. At however many years he's been playing, he's a really good player, and seems like he can keep doing it for a long time after this. So he was really a great player, and it was cool to play out there.
It's next to you like this, and you guys are just hitting them with a body blow and into the chin. How much fun is that when you guys get in the groove and get rolling?
Oh, it's super fun. It's really fun. We just got a lot of guys contributing and making plays, and we just, that's a fun way to play football right there. Spreading the love, because we all know we work so hard for, so it's just fun. It's fun when everyone kind of gets to make plays and do their thing.
It's good when you make a play, but you can see the love of everybody excited for each other making a play. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. No, I think we really pride ourselves in being unselfish and just, it's like you almost get more excited when the other guy makes a play, because you watch it happen, and so it's good to see.
It's a long season, but we've seen seasons where it comes down to if they just had one more win here or one more win there.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go, but stacking these wins is huge right now, isn't it?
For sure, yeah. It's the objective every week, coming and get the win. So.
How much fun are you having with this offense right now, man? First 3 drives, touchdowns. It seems like you guys keep delivering here offensively.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like you said, we've been having success, especially early in the games. And that's just a credit, I think, the way we're practicing, preparing, coaches drawing up plays and stuff like that. So, yeah, you just got to keep it rolling. The season's a long season. Just got to keep going.
Yeah, what did you learn about not just yourself, but this team here to come in here against a very good Chargers team and really take care of business?
Right. I think I was proud. It was really 3 phases. We had a big special teams play. Defense made big plays when they needed to, stepped up. Got some sacks and picks, stuff like that. And then offensively, I think we started out hot early. My bad. We started out hot early, and kind of did our thing. So
yeah, and your connection with DJ seems to continue to work time and time again.
Yeah.
What's it been like having him as your QB and for him to be as clean as he's been as your quarterback?
Yeah, it's been great. He's been playing top tier ball right now. And I'm just happy to have him as a teammate, and just it's great to have him as a quarterback. He's a tremendous leader. He's really leading our offense and doing his thing.
Well, in a moment like that, you're not thinking, you're reacting. But what's it like when you realize I got this ball?
It's just a great feeling, man. Because when I batted it, I thought the ball actually went farther than what it did. But I seen the other guys, they was looking up and they was close to me. So when I looked up, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this."
A big man getting his hands on the ball. I mean, that's a dream come true, isn't it?
A great feeling.
It's a great feeling too when you're winning and you're seeing the offense do its thing, the defense coming up with cruise, because that's a good offense over there. Y'all taking the ball away. How sweet is it? Long trip back, but knowing you guys handled your business.
It might be the best trip back, man. It might be long, but it's a good dub on the road, and the defense played their butt off. The offense played well, and just a great trip back, man.
You're gonna get some offensive schemes, some packages for you on the goal line now. You got those hands.
Hey, I hope so. I've been batting the ball, and I was like, shoot, I'm catching it too. So, hey, give me a play, Shane.
You had an interception in training camp a couple years ago, if I remember.
The screenplay,
The screenplay.
Yes, sir.
How did this one feel compared to that?
Way better. Because this one actually counted, so I was like, man, I said, I don't finally got me a pick, man. And it was just crazy.
You were creating picks for everybody earlier in the season. Did they come tell you, hey, you got yours down?
No, they didn't yet, but I say, I'm getting everybody else a pick. Let me get me one.
You going to hold this over Buck's head? That's the one thing he doesn't have is a pick in the NFL, I think.
Ooh, I might.
What did you see on that play? Herbert kind of hitched a little bit.
Yeah, he hitched a little bit, and I seen him pump faking, so I was like, either I could go try to make a sack or bat the ball. And I was like, I know I ain't gonna get there in time because he already had his arm up, so I was like, I'm out to bat it. Then soon he was about to throw it, batted it. And like I said, I didn't know the ball was close enough, so it was just crazy. Then soon I looked up, I said, I got to get this.
Were you trying to take it to the crib at all, or were you just thinking like,
Hey, if I had some space, I would have taken it to the crib.
It definitely brings confidence to our team. You know, we always talk about, you know, we can't lose to AFC opponents, and I mean, the Chargers are a great AFC opponent. They're a great team in the AFC, and you know, it just shows the resilience of the team and what we got going on. And we just got to continue to focus on ourselves and take it one week at a time.
And you haven't lost to an AFC opponent. How much better is this flight back going to be from LA this time around?
It's going to be great. It's going to be a good one.
Not even halfway through the season yet, but you've been part of teams where you get to that last week and say, man, if only we had this win here. That it's nice to stack these things now because they all matter in the end, don't they?
Definitely. Handling business now, you know, it gives us opportunity to play meaningful games in December and January and February. So, you know, we just got to, like I said, we just got to continue to take it 1 week at a time and continue to focus on ourselves.
You more than did your part today, but I'm wondering what it's like to play with an offense that just keeps scoring and gives you those cushions. What does it allow you to do?
It definitely gives us a little cushion on, you know, defensively, and allows us to give us time on the sideline to clean certain things up that our offenses are attacking us with. And I mean, the offense has just been elite. You know, they've been, you know, getting long drives, scoring, and helping us out, and giving us some breathing room. And I mean, it's pretty fun.
Tyler, everyone getting involved the way that they did.
We definitely passed the ball around a good bit. I mean, still some things to clean up for sure. There were some drives, of course, we'd like to have back, but when you're able to overcome those things like that, that's when you know you're starting to become the offense you want to be.
I think 3 touchdowns, maybe that's a hat trick, but you mentioned before an octopus. I think Pitt may have gotten the old touchdown plus the 2-point conversion, right? We get the octopus?
Yeah, because he scored. It has to be right after. It's right after.
Oh, it's not on the same drive. Okay.
Yeah. It has to be right after.
Okay.
Charlie told me that.
This team isn't one that really needs external validation, but you have dominated the AFC the way that you guys have, go undefeated against conference opponents. How much did this just solidify this team as a contender?
I think it just shows that, hey, when you come to play us, it's going to be a 4-quarter match, similar to how it was today. We're going to fight, scratch, and claw until that clock strikes 0.
John, this is your third 3-touchdown game this year. Have you ever done this before without getting touched on any of them? I mean, think how great that is from an offensive line standpoint.
Of course, like you mentioned, when you have an offensive line like we have, I try to give them as much praise as possible because they do a lot of the heavy lifting and dirty work, and they really make the job easy. So anytime we're able to exploit the defense, I want to make sure I make them pay because it's a tough job that they have up front.
What's it like for you to get into the end zone?
It's amazing. I mean, anytime you can get into the end zone, that means you're putting points on the board to ultimately help your team win. So everyone loves yards, but when you get in the end zone, that's how you know you're one step closer to winning the game.
You're among the Offensive Player of the Year candidates now. Just how does that make you feel?
It just is a testament, of course, to the hard work that I've put in, you know, individually, but then also collectively as a team, what we've put in throughout training camp to be able to execute at a high level.
Hello, this is Joel Erickson, Colts insider for the Indy Star. Here at SoFi Stadium, much better result than the last time the Colts were here. The Colts end up winning the game 38-24. One of the biggest things is just this offense it's the top scoring offense in the NFL, and the more and more we see them, it looks like the best offense in the NFL. This Chargers team was a top 5 defense against the pass coming in. Didn't matter. Daniel Jones essentially had little trouble throwing for almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns and no picks. I kind of thought that the Colts were going to have to run the ball and not throw it as much in this game. Shane Steichen felt like they could throw it, and they did. They threw it up and down the field, mixed it around, got Tyler Warren catches even though Derwin James was on him most of the time. And then when they needed to run the ball, Jonathan Taylor is Jonathan Taylor. He had almost 100 yards again, 3 touchdowns. Comes the first Colts back to have 3 touchdowns in 3 games in a season. This offense is just humming on all levels right now. Now the defense, there's some issues. It's going to come up to bite them later in games. They don't have Mooney Ward. They're depleted at corner, and the pass rush has to take over. It wasn't really able to do it the way they needed to today, and gave the Chargers a chance to get back in the game. DeForest Buckner ended up making the big play, but that's really what the defense is going to have to be. It's going to have to be a big play defense with all those corners. For the moment, the Colts are 6-1. They're the best. That's the best record in the NFL. Heading into next week against Tennessee. For the Indy Star, I'm Joel Erickson.